on In Radio, on Apple Podcasts and wherever you listen. I'm James Cridland, the radio futurologist. This week, young people don't listen to the radio. Young people are falling out of love with radio. How do you know? Well, you just have to ask a random guy you meet in the bar. He'll tell you that his friend's son doesn't listen to the radio, and by extrapolation, no young people in the entire world listens to the radio. And you can take this knowledge back to your workplace and comfortably tell other people that young people don't listen to the radio. Never mind that advertising agencies already aren't interested in the 50-plus population. I mean, who wants people who are settled, comparatively rich, now that their kids have left home and for whom a low price is less important than a quality product? No ad agency finds those people attractive, so the oldest stations are reduced to running ads for pain relief, retirement homes and funeral plans. Now, we're telling anyone who'll listen that young people don't listen to the radio either. It's almost entirely accepted as the truth of radio listening, and before long we'll be programming every radio station for a 30-something young-at-heart housewife. Turn up the feel-good, she wants more variety and songs you can sing along to, because young people don't listen to the radio anymore. Well, there's a radio station in Australia programmed for the young people called Triple J. And last weekend in Australia, they broadcast the Triple J Hottest 100, an annual listener-voted music chart, which of course is a pointless exercise because, remember, nobody young listens to the radio anymore. The Hottest 100 this year got 2.4 million votes. That's the most amount of votes that the radio station has ever had. And the most common age of voters is 21 years old, right in the middle of the age group that we're told don't listen to the radio. More votes than ever before from young people. I bet you'll be saying that doesn't show that young people listen to the radio. They're all stupid young people, and they'll just have voted on this thing because their mates have done on the Snapchats or on the Facebooks. They won't be listening because, of course, young people don't listen to the radio. Well, actually, Triple J's Hottest 100 is probably the world's largest streaming event for radio. I wrote a long techie article for the radio magazine last year with some of their streaming data. The total concurrent streams served in 2017 was 258,000 at peak, and that's significantly higher than any radio station streaming stats that I've ever worked with. Still, it's only one station, and since it's a public radio station, clearly younger listeners are deserting commercial radio in their droves because young people don't listen to the radio. Except new Australian data shows that 79% of young people are listening to the radio every week, and radio's similarly buoyant for younger audiences in other countries, including the UK. Commercial radio's reach of younger audiences is actually increasing in Australia. It's at a 4-year high. Now, sure, they're listening for less time than they were 10 years ago, and that probably shouldn't come as a surprise to anybody, but they are still listening. Total cume for young people is increasing in many markets, not decreasing. In fact, there's no data that I can find that demonstrates the man in the bar that young people don't listen to the radio. So next time somebody tells you that young people don't listen to the radio, instead of agreeing sadly with them before talking wistfully about people doing radio in boats and incomprehensible call signs and AM stereo, challenge them. Because it seems to me, at any rate, that young people love the radio. Just ask Triple J. You can get my weekly newsletter at james.crid.land and daily podcast news at podnews.net. Ignite Jingles made the music for this episode. And until next time, keep listening.